Now, normally when I start these videos, I'll let you guys know we are killing it over at the Discord and you should definitely get yourself down there. But in this one, it's a bit different. I just want to say, if you guys are in these markets, you're soaking up the content, big up yourselves, because you are going to be the guys who win. Just think about how much knowledge you guys are gaining. Think about how much intel and information you are soaking up on a daily basis about these markets. And remember, history repeats itself. So we're going to see in the future times where the markets have these euphoric phases and times where we go through downturns. But you'll go into that well prepared. You're going to have the information to action on, and in doing so, you're going to make a lot of returns. All right. So now that being said, I get a lot of questions asking, is this stock a buy? Is that stock a buy? Is this stock a buy? Particularly those stocks that are down like 25% in a single session, like 60-70% off their highs. Now, I don't blame you guys for wanting to go ahead and nosedive straight into those types of names, particularly when you got someone like a Cathie Wood who's out there just buying stocks every day. It's literally like she just goes for a day and then I've got a bright idea. I want to slam 50 million into Palantir stock without looking at the charts, without looking at what they've got coming up, what events they've got coming up that could distort that stock price, could move that, shift that stock price. I don't know. I would love to know what her investment strategy is, what her investment process is, and who's on her team. It literally seems like she needs to hire more people. I don't know if she's got access to TradingView. Yeah, you can open up those charts. You can see that stock is about to move to the downside. Okay, she needs to do more hiring or change up the game, or maybe she's just got like a massive spending addiction. Who knows? But that has created a buy everything culture where it seems like everything is down is now a massive opportunity. And I don't think that is the case. It's not the case. Okay, it's not the case. When you guys are out there about to go ahead and buy a stock, remember, you are about to become a shareholder in that company. You're about to be aligned with that company. So there's a couple of things that are just fundamental. They're basic that you're going to want to know. Growth rate moving forward, guys. You've got to know how fast that company is growing moving forward compared to how they have been growing. Basic. Margins. What is their take-home profit after taking off their costs, guys? Is it improving or is it deteriorating? Two basic things you need to know before you go ahead and buy into any stock. That's super fundamental. Now, if I look at the outlook of 2022, guys, what we hear out there in the media is inflation. We hear out there in the media is Russia, Ukraine. But I'm gonna tell you what, in my opinion, is above those in terms of distorting the market. That is sentiment. Sentiment right now is at a low. We've had an exodus of retail investors. There were millions of retail investors that joined the market a couple of years ago. A lot of them have left the building. You got to think about this, like literally so many retail investors hate the market. So many retail investors think the market's a massive scam, a scheme. They've been hard done by, okay? All of this has created such low sentiment that those names, those Cathie Wood names, those high momentum growth names, I don't even like calling that because it's just not high momentum, it's just not high growth. Those names, right, their support system has left the building, which is why I've been saying to you guys over the last couple of months, that remains a really risky place to put your money. And I say again, moving forward, even though those stocks are down big and it looks like massive attractive opportunities, those names remain a really risky place to put your money in the markets right now. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have massive success stories from them, because you will have some that do very well. But you're going to have some that don't do well, and you're going to have some that close out this year at lower stock prices than what you're seeing today. That's something you need to bear in mind. Okay? Something you need to bear in mind. The support system that moved a lot of those stocks to the upside have left. So it means that they're on fragile ground right now. Now, look into the outlook of 2022. You got to be just prepared for continued weakness or just continued volatility Because some people literally wake up every day and like, today's the day that the market moves to all-time highs and everything's back to 2020 levels. That's just not how it's going to happen, guys, because we've got all these major headwinds I just told you guys about, but one of the key drivers for stock price performance is earnings. Earnings moved the market in 2020. Earnings moved the market for some of the market in 2021. We've just gone through a seasonally strong period in the markets, and to be honest, earnings wasn't that great. Tons of companies missing, tons of companies delivering weak guidance. Now, obviously that weak guidance feeds into the next quarter, guys. The next 3 months, that's what they're talking about. So it's unrealistic to expect the market's just gonna shoot to the upside now. There's too many headwinds going along. So that's why I say you got to be prepared. First step starts with acceptance, okay? Accepting the situation, accepting and understanding the situation. We're going to continue to ride the rough seas in the markets. That's just how it's going to be. Now, that's not to scare you guys or put you off the market or make you leave the market. No, you should be excited by this because this is still a great opportunity, but the shortcomings will continue to persist in the markets. That's just the way it's going to run. Now, when you guys are out there buying stocks, just know, a couple of weeks ago, I said the market is going to put in a low and I'm expecting it to retest that low. Now we're doing just that. It looks like we're retesting the low. Wherever we bottom out at, we're going to retest. So you guys can use that intel now. So when you buy into a stock, yes, you can buy on the way down, but save some allocation for that retest of the low as well. So now you guys have a lot of information to run with, work with the markets, make some smart moves. Catch you guys in the next.